Alright, so in this tutorial, I'm going to be going over modeling this JBL Bluetooth speaker. So right now I have the orthographics already set up. I really kind of don't have the time to show that right now, but the steps and the documentation is on the D2L classroom course webpage. So yeah. Anyway, so from here, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna tear this off. I don't have a lot of space. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. All right, good. Okay. So first thing I need to do is to create a polygon. Height baseline -1. Okay, and then shift right click and hold. And smooth. Boom. Alt 5. And then from there, I have it selected. Press W because I don't need that floating panel. Channel box, inputs, poly smooth face 1. Click that. Divisions. I want more lines. I need more lines because I'm gonna use these lines to help me shape the important parts of the curvature. Less lines means less for me to work with. That's the reason why. It's just the divisions. Everything else, just ignore it. We don't need it. Alright. Then from there, I'm on my modeling menu. Go to deform, sculpt. Boom. So it automatically press 4. It'll automatically make it bigger. So the sculpt deformer is basically, you could think of it like as a magical little tool that will reshape the original model, the mesh, to take on the properties of the sculptor. You could think of it that way. It's basically what you call a modifier. And I need to select this, and once I'm happy with what I'm going for, which is this circular spherical shape, right? I'm happy with that. I need to delete the history to get rid of the modifiers so that it gets baked or embedded into the actual mesh. Because if I try to move the modifier, it turns to crap. See? Anyway, select that, delete the history, boom, bye bye. I'm going to save this as, I don't know, JBL mesh for now, whatever. And then front. Okay, so I gotta select this, right click and hold face mode. I'm going to delete the bottom half, I don't need it. I have my pivot or move tool at the bottom here. I don't want it like that, so I'm going to press D as in David, live pivot, hold V as in Victor. I'm going to grab my arrow and lock it there. That's V as in Victor, allows me to snap it. So I gotta hold V as in Victor and snap it. My move pivot or live pivot is still active, so I need to press W to get out of it. Then I'm gonna just slide this up right around here-ish, something like that. Around about, press 3, press F. So that's what I have. I'm going to right click, choose vertex mode, select all of it, like so. I'm going to stretch it out via using the vertices, because it, how do I say this? It uniformly will scale versus using an object mode, which is more haphazard and It just does a real shoddy way of scaling things. It just sucks. Anyway, so from here, I'm going to pull like so. I think like that on the top, and then I'm going to pull. Hopefully, ooh, that doesn't look good. Something like that. Front view and there maybe. And then maybe I should kind of pull it. No. So if I, right now the scale tool, the pivot is in the middle, so it's doing it like this. Maybe I'll just press D as in David, hold V as in Victor, and right now I'm in vertices. I grabbed all of it. Now I'm gonna just pop while holding V as in Victor, and press W to get out of the live pivot mode. So I was pressing W to get out of the live pivot, and then I'm gonna just lower this down a bit. And then since my live pivot is down here, if I press R, my scale pivot is going to be based off of the floor of here. I'm going to just raise it up a bit. Click outside just to keep it safe. Right click object mode. Alt 5. Alright, this is not bad, acceptable. I need to round it out more. Control Shift S. I just named it as like this, and WIP underscore 02. WIP stands for work in progress. Alright, right click, vertex mode, spacebar. I'm gonna grab there. What should I grab? Alright, so right click, vertex mode, grab all of that. I'm gonna turn on symmetry, object X, then I'm gonna press D as in David, then I'm gonna hold V as in Victor, carefully grab the red arrow and grab it and pop. Press W to get out of the tool, spacebar. So I'm looking at my front. Press 1. Press D as in David, hold V as in Victor, and pop. I'm gonna set my pivot mode in my low poly level instead of the pressing 3, because pressing 3 for the smooth preview, it places the pivot a little bit further out versus pressing 1, which is right on there. Anyway, so okay, let me see. If I just press 3, I changed my mind. I'm gonna press D as in David again, hold V as in Victor, and I'm just gonna snap it there, and then press R. Yeah, I'm gonna use the smooth preview, its pivot point instead. From here, so this side is still selected because of the object X, and I place the pivot point down here based off of level 3 smooth preview. From here, I'm gonna pull like so, and then from there, I wonder if I were to pull on this, how that would whoa, what the? Interesting. Why is the center being pulled on too? Huh. So weird. That should. Whoa, that is so freaking weird. I'm gonna select that. Press D as in David. So I have it like this. This far, at this point in time, this is fine. But that weird thing where in the middle was stretching out, it's not normal. I'm gonna press V as in Victor. Then I'm gonna snap it back again. Spacebar, spacebar. Zoom in. Hold V as in Victor. Pop, pop, pop. Put it down there. Press R. Spacebar, spacebar. I wonder if it's still gonna move this. It does. This shouldn't be happening. This should not be moving. If I press 1, now if I try, see, this is normal. Press 3, whatever, just whatever, man. I'm just gonna freaking press 1, press 3. So I'm just going to stretch it up to here, something like that. As long as I don't do this, where it inverts. But this is just enough. Yeah, I like that. Right click object mode, click outside. This is where things get annoying. Looks a little more beveled, looks more harder surfacing crease. I want it to be nice and round, so I'm gonna nitpick on it. Press 1. I'm gonna grab all of these like that. Press W. Press 3. And then I'm gonna just pull. What's happening is that if I were to give more distance between these vertices and edges, it eases up on the creasing. So before, and then if I pull, see, it eases it, make it more sloping and gentle on the curvature. Before, after. So that's what that does. One of the main purposes of working between 1 and 3, 1 and 3. Right click object mode, click outside. A little bit better. Spacebar, spacebar. From here, right click, vertex mode. Select all of that. And then I'm gonna turn this off. Symmetry. And it went right back into the middle. I only have these selected, but not the bottom. Press D as in David, hold V as in Victor, snap it down there, press R to get out of the tool. I'm gonna pull up, so it's nice round curvature like a loaf of bread. Right click and hold and swipe it that way and kick out. Alright, not bad. Alt 5. You can do some right click, vertex mode like that, spacebar, click outside. Symmetry, object X, select, shift select over here. They grab this side at that side, which is good. Close, close, press W. And if I were to pull, no, that's not gonna work. Press R instead. And then, what should I do? If I pull at that, maybe if I do a Control Shift, holding Control Shift and slide it. Undo. So if we compare, so from here and looking here and here, I'm trying to get this nice curvature. So instead of pulling, which dents it, if I do Control Shift and then if I pull on the arrow, it slides it instead. like this. So this was before. Control Shift and slide like that. And right click, object mode, kick out, Alt 5. Let's see now, since this and these edges are getting closer, even though they look farther apart. If you press 1, you can tell that the proportional spacing is relatively close. So what I'm going to do is just here, click. I'm in edge mode, and then I'm going to just press R. I'm in still symmetry object X. I'm going to just pull on the red cube, pancake it flat. Wow. I'm just doing this just to get uniform control instead of getting wobbly lines. Wobbly lines will wreck the model eventually later on. And then I'm gonna just pull on this. No sliding, just pull so you have more spacing between them. Then kick outside, right click, object mode, select it, press 3, Alt 5 to get rid of the lines. I want to see the shading. It's alright. Okay, then some of these parts here, right click, vertex mode. I don't like how it's going in like that. I'm gonna grab, holding shift, I'm gonna grab that carefully. Since both sides are the same one. Press R. And then I'm gonna press W. So this thing is sloping down. I see these as just surface planes, right? You have to look closely and to kind of see and understand planes, like surface planes. Because when you smoosh it, pressing 3, you can kind of see the estimated smooshing effect. Anyway, I'm gonna grab, press Q, hide the controller, grab that one too, holding shift and select that. Press W. So that's 1, 2, 3. I want to slide this up because this and these spacings are really close and getting tight. So when you have edges that are really nearby, it causes stiffening. So I don't want that. So I'm gonna just press Control Shift and slide it up. So that's gonna give more leeway. I'm gonna press 3, right click, object mode, kick outside. See? Softer. And then I don't like this. So right click, vertex mode, grab that. Press 4, make sure the other side is also selected. Zoom in. Press R. I'm just gonna pull on that so it maintains this plumpness before, after. I'm gonna grab this and this. I don't like how it's going like this and it juts out. Press 4, make sure the other side is grabbed on. I'm gonna just pull on it. So I have a big fluffy loaf of bread. I'm gonna grab this and this and pull on that so I get that round curvature. Yeah. I'm gonna leave this alone. Leave that alone. Alright, not bad. grab this. Yeah, see? I don't like that. This one's jutting out a little bit more than that. So I'm gonna press Object Z. So I grab both sides, press R, and if I flatten it, so again, it's this one, flatten it, right click, kick outside, press 3. Alright, this is, this is nice. Nice. Press 5. I have my X-ray. Get rid of the grid. Alright, good. And this part here where it stretches, if I double click that, right click edge like that, and then double click, and then press 3, this tells me that it's being pulled. So it's kind of losing its shape. Right click, object mode, so I'm gonna grab this. Switch this over to object X. Shift right click and hold. Insert edge loop, option box. Reset. Close. On this line, I'm gonna put a edge loop here. This much space. And when I put this line here, it's going to act as a buffer. Press W. Because this line will make this line slow it down. See? And maintain this curvature more to get my round loaf of bread look. Right click object mode. Nice. Control Shift S. Save it as 3. Good. This thing's kind of sloping. I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna. Should I fiddle with it? You know what? This shouldn't be too bad. Right click vertex mode. I'm gonna grab this. Okay, good. Object X. So this part here, it's doing this. So I'm gonna just grab these. I'm gonna leave this alone. I like this baseline here. Only this I wanna raise up because I'm watching this schematic line. Anyway, I wanna just pull, make it fluffy. Just pull up. Yeah, maybe it's up some more. Press 3. So before, after, before, after. It's minor, but every small little incremental increase adds to it. Right click, object mode. We'll have to go right click edge, grab that and that. Control Shift, hold, pull. Press 3. Press Q. Undo. Redo. Undo, redo. Press 1. Press W. Press 3. Maybe what happens if I were to just pull it up some more and make it round? Undo, redo. Press 1. Maybe I'll also pull it back out a bit. Press 3. Press Q to hide the move tool. Not bad. Right right click object mode. Alright. It's not bad. Alright, good. Control Shift S 04 Alt 5. Alright, good. So that's good. Press W. Right click and hold edge mode. Double tap. Press R. I want to make this not look wobbly. From here, smash it flat. Press W, get out. Space bar. Press 3. Object mode. Alt 5. I want to raise this up. Maybe I'll just grab. Maybe I'll grab edge mode. Grab this. Grab that. And then in the object Z. That way, grab both sides. Then press 3. So get up close. Then we'll just pull a bit. Before, after, before, after. Yeah, good. Yeah, so it gave you a little more fluff. Yeah, I'm good with that. Nice. If I look here, damn, this is pretty darn close. Get rid of this stupid grid. Nice, nice, nice. And I'm gonna use these faces. Right, that'll be my plastic part. Alright, Control Shift S 005. Press D as in David. Press and hold V as in Victor. Snap it down there. Press W, get out. And then I'm going to do Control D as in David. Makes a copy. Lower it down. Press E as in Edward. Zoom in. Pull on the blue colored ring. And then go up here, type in 180, press W, lower it down, there you go. Nice. Control Shift S 06. Select both. Shift right click and hold. Combine. Bop. Makes all this leftover garbage. Delete history. Leftover here. Backspace. Now they're combined. Nice. was mesh, JBL mesh. Right click edge mode, double tap. I'm gonna turn off symmetry. Shift, holding shift, double tap on that edge. Shift right click and hold. Bridge. Boom. Right click object mode, Alt 5. Why does this look? Why does it look so squat? Object mode. Select. I need to have a midline. Shift right click and hold. Insert edge loop option box. Multiple edge loops. I just need one. Boom. Press W, get out. This will, I need this midline anyway. And I also need that right there. So that's good. So this midline will also help to maintain the form, structural form. This part looks rather, I don't know. So if I go study it, feels like it should be taller. Just visually, just feels like it should be taller. Press H to hide it. Fall off.